Hi, I'm Luke. I'm into building. I'd like to do that when I leave school, so I'd like to have a look at some framing.
At the heart of every building is the framework that holds it all up. It's an important structure that is often built off-site in factories like Gary Raven Precut Limited. Gary owns and operates the business, building commercial and housing frames and trusses around the North Island.
Hi, Luke. Hi, Gary. I'll grab the bench and we'll go through the workshop. Well, builders can make the frames on site, but in a factory situation, they're more efficient to make. Luke, this is work. I'll get him with you on the computerised saw if you can show him how to operate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yep. Well, basically, bro, this is a computerised saw. We cut pretty much everything to do with the house. At the moment, we're cutting trusses, which creates an angle on top of the house. I'm basically going to get you to put a piece of timber up here. We'll cut a few cords.
Computerised saw cuts the labour content down, possibly up to 40% from manually cutting on a conventional saw.
With a bit of instruction under his belt, Luke is given control of the machine. Once Luke selects the truss to be cut and the computer adjusts the length on the stop and the angle of the saw head, it's Luke's job to ensure that the timber is butted up hard against the stop to ensure the length and angle of the cut are accurate.
And that's how it is, man. It's done like that. Seeing it over here, goes down to the manufacturers, they press it, and the clients are happy.
After mastering cutting, Luke is off to the next part of the process with foreman Ian Smith.
Over here, what we're doing is we're marking all of the top and bottom plates for the wall framing. This is the picture of the wall framing over here. What we're going to do is we're going to locate all of the studs, all of the top and bottom jacks for all of the window and all of the components for the walls. Yeah. I'll show you how you do it, eh?
Yep. The two pieces of timber form the top and bottom of the frame. They have been stapled together to make marking easier. The marks Ian is making indicate the positions of the vertical studs and other structural elements of the frame.
Marking indicates where the studs or the windows and the doors go in the wall. So when the guys assemble it, they know where to put the windows and doors.
That is the size of the window that's going in this particular portion. Yeah. And it's height by width.
It's very important that Luke has got those marks in the right place because he's now taking the whole house worth over to Neville to get assembled.
You are now in the pre-nail area. This is where we make the walls, where we put all the walls together. And we'll start with panel 22. Thank you very much. If you could get it and put it up here, thank you.
Pre-nail table is a table that assembles the frames. Because it's got 4 guns, speeds up the process over the manual nailing.
Everything has to be flush, and particular care must be taken to ensure the natural bows in the timber face inwards so that they are stretched out as they are nailed to the frame so they can create a stronger structure. That's 2 walls down, with each frame taking about 10 minutes to make. Neville quickly puts together the bones of the 3rd frame for Luke to finish off with a nail gun.
Finger on top, fingers well away. Bottom nail first, aiming slightly up. Hand well away, slightly down. You need to reload it. You slide the nail straight in the end, just like so. Push them down with your finger and just pull it back, all the way back to the end. Done. Push the gun in, then fire. Move your hand well away from the top.
It's quite critical to shoot your hand or shoot others. What we do, we teach them in-house that they fire the appropriate nail.
Move your hand away.
Guys used to shoot their hand quite regularly, so we definitely push for safety.
Take the weight of it a little bit, give it a little jiggle, and down she goes.
Now that he knows the basics, Luke heads off to see AJ, who creates the plans that this whole process is based on.
Basically, we'll get sent in a set of plans from a client. We'll go through and actually input the house into the program. It'll start designing roof trusses, wall framing, and from that we can pull quantities of timber, hardware, plates and such, and price it up.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so let's get you having a go at putting in some of these plans and putting a job together.
The architect's plans do not contain a lot of the structural detail required to keep the building up.
If you didn't get the right loading for girders and it was incorrectly sized, then the roof would sag. So it's critical you get it right.
It can take a day to complete design work, and the program allows AJ to view the whole house in 3D, ensuring it is perfect.
It's going to sound corny, but I really like this job. I like a lot of it. It's the problem solving for me is a favourite bit, i.e. working out something that hasn't been worked out in the plan, and getting out on site and seeing some nightmare of a headache that you had 2 weeks ago all finished and looking awesome.
With the trusses designed, it is now time for Luke to help build them with truss fabricator Dwayne Thompson.
Good for good team players, you know, girls and boys, ones that can get on with others, that enjoy making things, enjoy each other's company.
The frame is pinned together with staples to get everything into the basic shape. The trusses hold up the roof and need to be engineered by an accredited company, which means that this is one part of the building that cannot be made on site.
I've had a lot of guys that have come through here, done there for 3 or 4 or 5 years and wanted to get out on site. We even had guys that come back to me because they don't like the wet weather out there.
Nail plates are then compressed into the joins to create a strong connection.
Good work, mate. This is a truss. We're finished. Now we're just going to put it on the pole and grab another one.
The house is complete and ready to be trucked off. So how did Luke do?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I think he really took note of what was going on in the place, and I think the boys are really appreciate working with him.
I thought it was really good and heaps of fun.
If you'd like to become a frame and truss specialist, you'll need to complete BCITO's Level 4 National Certificates in Frame and Truss Manufacture whilst in employment as part of a managed apprenticeship. You will work under a qualified frame and truss professional who will provide you with on-the-job coaching and support throughout your apprenticeship. You will also have the guidance of a BCITO training advisor. There are no strict entry requirements to starting a frame and truss apprenticeship. It will help if you have good maths and English skills, as you will need to work out measurements, quantities and angles, and be able to understand instructions well. Frame and truss is not just a job, it's a professional career. It will take you around 12 to 18 months to finish your apprenticeship and get fully qualified. It costs from $1,060 to start, then $705 for each year of training after that. To start your career in frame and truss, contact the BCITO on 0800 422 486 or visit bcito.org.nz for more information.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.